Ty Olson Show. If you didn't hear that interview I just had with Dr. Bandy X. Lee, I invite you to go to YouTube, find it on Twitter. It's worth a listen. But there was a very specific reason why I asked that last question to Dr. Bandy X. Lee. Here's what she said during a 2017 appearance on France 24.
You point out at one point, I believe perhaps in the book's introduction, that despite its title, this book is not really so much about Donald Trump as about, and I think your words were, the larger context that has given rise to his presidency. I read that and I was thinking, there's an insinuation there that if Donald Trump is mentally unstable, as a lot of the psychiatrists here suggest, the people who elected him might also have elements of mental instability. Am I reading too much into that?
No, that's precisely the situation that concerns us.
Dr. Lee went on to say, again, I'm paraphrasing, that mentally ill cannot see others who are mentally ill. Therefore, that's why they vote for someone she believes is mentally ill. So there you have it, America. If you vote for Donald Trump, you're mentally ill. It's too bad she wasn't willing to say it again and instead cut off the appearance. Shifting gears, I spent many hours this week looking into the deaths of black trans women since the beginning of 2019. Why would I do that, you may ask? Liberals have used the deaths, many dastardly, violent, and gruesome, as a talking point for police reform, changes to our economy, and even not reelecting Donald Trump. In 2019, Joe Biden said this: we've already had just this year, 5 black transgender women killed violently in 2019. That's outrageous. It must end. He was quoted as saying by CNN. And the fastest way to end it, he said, end the Trump administration. So he's blaming the Trump administration. July 3rd, 2020, Senator Elizabeth Warren tweeted this: "This moment is about ending police brutality. It's also about ending systemic racism and dismantling white supremacy in every aspect of our economy and society, from the legacy of redlining to the black maternal mortality crisis to the murders of black trans women." Senator Elizabeth Warren is blaming systemic racism and dismantling white supremacy for the murders of black trans women. McDonald's, the ever-woke corporation, in late June, posted this video on their Twitter page.
I'm Amara Jones, founder of Translash Media. In this Black Lives Matter moment, black trans women have a very simple message: stop killing us. We can't expect others to care about us more than we care about ourselves. We're all free, or none of us is.
So it's for these 3 reasons I was interested in reviewing the details of every single case of a black trans woman being killed. And so what I did was I looked at the archive of the Human Rights Campaign, because the Human Rights Campaign, which is it's a leftist organization, and they have a running list of black trans women they say have been killed. And I wanted to actually look at the details of every single case and see if the rhetoric from Biden and Warren and the woke corporations matches the facts. So, for example, in mid-June, Time reported on the death of Raya Milton in Ohio. Despite linking to the Sheriff's Department press release on the investigation, the magazine didn't provide details about the suspects. Well, that's curious. Butler County Sheriff Richard K. Jones arrested Caleb Marshall Tucson, an 18-year-old black man, and charged him with murder, felonious assault, and aggravated robbery. the Journal News reported. In a press release, the Butler County Sheriff posted a previous mugshot of another suspect they were looking for, 25-year-old black male Tyree Jeffrey Cross. Did you see what I said there? Time also highlighted the case of Dominique Fells, who was brutally murdered in Philadelphia. Police arrested black 36-year-old something Jones in connection with the gruesome murder, Fox 29 reported. But LGBT activists blamed the killings on, quote, racism. While we're talking about racism, while we're talking about the changes that need to be done in this country, we need to talk about the hate towards trans people, particularly towards black trans women, trans activist Deja Lynn Alvarez told Time magazine. As I said earlier, the Human Rights Campaign maintains a running list of, quote, transgender or gender nonconforming people fatally shot or killed by other violent means. In 2020, the group claimed 21 such people have been killed so far, a minority of them being black, according to HRC. Another example, Monica Diamond was killed in March in the parking lot of a Charlotte, North Carolina hotel. Police say Diamond was in the back of an ambulance when 32-year-old Prentice Bess, a black man, shot Diamond several times in front of the police. In May, black trans woman Nina Pop was found stabbed to death in her Sikeston, Missouri establishment. An investigation led to the arrest of 40-year-old Joseph B. Cannon, a black man police have charged with second-degree murder and armed criminal action. Black teen Trayvon Miller was charged with capital murder in connection with the death of 17-year-old Brayla Stone, the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette reported. Sherwood police spokesman Richard McNeil told the newspaper, "At this time, we do not have any indication of evidence that the crime was motivated by hate or bias." A suspect has not been identified in the killing of Mercy Mack in Dallas, but at a vigil for the victim, this quote was interesting. New Trans Movement CEO Shannon A. Walker said, "We wanted to bring awareness to the community in regards to the problem of black men killing black trans women during the Black Lives Matter movement because the black community has such a long history of homophobia or transphobia." Weird. I was told by Joe Biden that it's Donald Trump's fault. And I was told by Elizabeth Warren that it's a problem of white supremacy. It's as if they're lying to me. Weird. Joe Biden, Elizabeth Warren, McDonald's, the progressive left are lying to you. Senator Warren's office ignored my request for comment. This is the Kyle Olson Show. We'll be right back.